see if this is a good card. How's that? I think it's pretty good, right? Mm-hmm. So, alright. No book. Closer to the end, right? Yeah. No, that's 3 July. Here's page 6.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Check the last line.
Oh, it's on the one.
So what's the name of the note that we need?
A. I thought that was an F.
But still, yeah. I mean, yeah.
I thought the bottom was
Uh-huh.
an F.
Oh.
Oh, that's extra.
Yes.
E.
We'll have E flat major here, so it cannot be E flat. How do we figure it out? So what do we need? Where's the answer?
Second to last.
Uh-huh.
This is second to last flat. That one
Uh-huh.
is a D.
Exactly.
D.
D flat major. So when you have just one page, you can there are no mistakes, right? So because, I mean, it's nothing really big, but still, right? Okay, so for next time, just one page. That's the page we're going to be going with. Okay. And, so you will figure out how many eighths we have in a quarter note. How many eighths we have in a daughter quarter note and then half note. And the same thing for the Alright, so and then here, how can you write these notes under the same roof? So they give you example of 8 plus 2/16. They write like this. So you will need to figure out for all of this. And then here name each of these signs. This of course we'll do during the class. Now you will need to do this as well. You will go to page 26. And then don't forget, you actually will need to memorize this. Okay? So just page 6. Okay? So today is September 3rd, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see, you practice 30 minutes and you'll practice a little bit more afterwards.
Yep.
So we'll include next week as well, and just like today, you'll practice a little bit before, a little bit after. So theory, page 7. Okay, so let's go to this. So what was the next piece we were planning to play?
We didn't have one.
Do you have a book with you?
I have one of them.
Because the
I only have the Sonatina book.
We have that thick book.
Yeah, but that one's like really heavy.
Oh, the sonatina book we don't need.
Okay.
No, I meant the big one.
No, I
We don't have it. And did we mark down pieces that we were planning to play from that big book?
Yeah, but the one that you just circled, I think it was the last one. Oh, we have one more.
Oh, okay.
We printed.
So because there's no way I can remember what word. This is that's just extra copy. That's okay. Mm-hmm. So, and I know this is pretty long and the project, but you're already playing the whole thing, right?
This one, Italian's on just one page.
Yeah, this one is we can learn. It's not extremely difficult. This is something you could learn really quickly with no mistakes and memorize it quickly. So it's nice to play this piece. As I said, the notes are not so difficult. There's a little bit of challenge in let's say maybe finding the balance, coordination. I would probably have to say. So this is a good piece to play, but as I said, it's not extremely difficult. If you prefer to play something more challenging, then let me know. And I'm not sure if that's going to be from, I don't remember what are the other pieces from that book. I don't have that book. Yeah. So that one is, yeah, the thing is, it's not really typical the book that I'm using with my students, but it has something we could potentially play. Yeah, so I don't really want you to play anything from Sonatina because this is kind of similar style to this one. This is Haydn, so this is classical period of time. There it's also classical. So all the Sonatina is usually classical. Unless it has some contemporary. Can I see? Maybe actually. There's some contemporary pieces. Haydn. Yeah, so there's some pieces that maybe potentially we could play. I'm not a big fan of general of these kind of books because yeah. So if we decide to go with some of these sonatas by Beethoven, then I'll make a copy from a different book, which is more reliable. Yeah. Editions. So this is the editors are very important. Yeah. So yeah, this one doesn't have anything but the classical period of time, which is of course very important for us. And some of these are very difficult, some of them are not so difficult. Okay, so I guess for now we don't need this. Yeah, there's no contemporary. Okay. So you don't even need to bring this book.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, because I would like you to cover various styles. So in turn we'll have this and this one. First page for memory. Next 4 pages with making both hands together, right? How did you go memorizing? Pretty good. Okay, so why don't we start with that since I have the music in front of me, and then we'll decide how many pages you want to or what you want to memorize for next. So I would like you to understand. So when we play from memory, it should be very different from what we do when we play woodworking. No? Okay. So all the details like huge, short staccato, shaping, that's part of memorization. That's what I don't ask my students to memorize the whole thing right away or too many pages or sections. So as you work on each section individually, that's part of the deal. You have to memorize all the details because you started playing and I can't really tell what is it you're trying to say. Okay. So also your shoulders went up and there was so much tension and then activate your fingers to really enunciate everything clear. Okay. everything correctly just now.
I think I might have missed a note.
Okay, try it again. And then analyze. The thing is that we only move on to the next section until what? Until
Everything is memorized.
well,
And well, actually correct.
how many times? Sometimes. Is that what you did? Okay. Well, that's you answer my question. Okay. How about you check the notes and actually try to rememorize it because it was not right. Is it the right chord? Is it the right chord? No. How did you didn't even notice that?
I think I put it right at home. Just kind of forgot.
Okay, so that could be two. All right. Also, your staccato should be short, so we have right. Okay, so try it again. Slower tempo would be a much better choice. Let's try it again. I would choose slower tempo because it's otherwise it sounds wobbly. And don't get me wrong, this would be really fast. But we're not there. It's presto, right? So it's going to be it's one of the fastest tempos that we see, right? But right now, there's no need to play faster. What we need to do to really get a good sense of rhythm. To really feel the rhythm and very clear. Again, one more time. When do we release that chord I'm lifting? Can you show me? Are you sure? So the tempo, that is too fast for you. You're not ready for this tempo, and there's no need. So remember that when we choose faster tempo, our quality of our playing is significantly lower. Okay, why would we choose that, right? So see that even those things, like you just kind of were holding chord, it has specific length, right? So pretend that we have an orchestra playing, and then we have 3 woodwind instruments playing that chord on left hand. Do they just release at whatever time? Or the conductor has to show them exactly when they should know in the first place how long they're holding. Your 3 woodwinds are just playing randomly, and you are in charge. You're a conductor right now. Okay, the tempo. Slightly slower.
You haven't gave me a tempo before.
That's okay. Yeah, so now 72 is your tempo. Okay, here we go. Now, can you tell me a little bit more about U shapes? Can you show me the best possible U shape? Alright. Oh, I lost on the staccato. Try it again and see if that's how you play your U shapes when you play it all together. Shoulders down, up. So, what is it? Right now, actually, it was better than the first time. First time you played. So tell me what is wrong with the way I'm playing right now.
When the first note should be stronger.
Yes, exactly. Because it's like saying music, or there's so many words we can use, right? So, rainbow, exactly. Piano, Boston, gypsy, ronda. Look at this. Joseph, hiding, no hiding. Right, right. So. Okay, try again. Curve your fingers. Not faster. U shape. U. Go on. Wait. We don't connect those. Okay. Okay. Beginning. Shoulders down. We'll have a metronome. So again, we're playing with semi-flat fingers. We know it's not going to work, especially. Yeah. And we're actually going to be paying the price of that once you're going to start playing slightly faster. It's going to be extremely difficult. I should say impossible to play well. Okay? So don't always start. My memory. Now take a look at the dynamics and shaping that is marked there in section 2.
2?
Yeah. Okay. So can you play with looking and make it very clear? Check shaping on the chart, which is actually marked very clear. Usually I just mark down the first one and then kids already know that we're applying this. For you, I mark it down specifically that this is where we start and building into this one. Somehow you... It's not the point. The point is that this note we have to be cautious about. You cannot put that much weight into this one. You keep playing this note in a very strong manner. And of course we know why. Do you know why?
Flat finger?
No. Which finger do you use on it?
Index finger?
Okay, can you play it?
No, thumb.
Thumb. And what do we have?
Shaw.
Exactly. So that's it's your responsibility to make sure you're not allowing that your thumb to be that strong. If you don't write it down, then of course we can do it together, but you could write it in. That's what we do. Shoulders down. Okay, play section 2 again. So, and that's definitely not how you were practicing, right? Yeah, good. Good. Even more building it. that was good one time. So this was actually very good. But then you need to play 6 more times like this. And then you try to combine section 1 and 2 together.
And then?
Yeah, but the thing is, look, we could have already gone through most of what we just played. Okay, and then instead we keep going back and trying to fix things. So that's, this is your homework. I didn't ask you to do that much because this is actually the same thing. Right? Section 3 and 4, same as 1 and 2. Am I right?
Yeah.
So that means because the quality was poor in section 1 and 2, we already know that your section 3 and 4 also were played with poor quality. Okay, let's see. Maybe you're doing an incredible job on section 5. By memory, of course. Mm-hmm. By memory. Mm-hmm. Now play with looking, see what you're doing. I know what it is, but yeah, and I think you know now also, right? Yeah, try it again. We're not going there yet. Also, because the flat fingers and then your wrist occasion was going up and down, your fingers are not supporting your wrist. Okay, so it reflects on technique quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about those octaves I'm talking about 16 times of the right thing. Okay. Okay. So now you know what you were playing. No? You forgot something else? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you also check fingering on the left hand? Which finger do we have here? Okay. Yeah. Listen, this is your job too. Okay, go on. 6 by memory. Then it's repeating, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me what's wrong in section 6? I don't know if you've noticed it.
I messed this thing up.
What do you mean by messed it up?
I didn't quite connect this one.
Both. We have this twice, right? Did you forget to connect both times, or
just this last one?
No, actually, this one you connected. It's the first time. For here you didn't connect, and here you did. Yeah, this one you connected. This one you didn't. Okay, section 6 again. Which finger do we see here? That's why we need need to use 4, so then you can connect to this one. It's not going to be abrupted. My shoulders down. Yeah. So, how many sections technically we need to memorize here out of 8?
3, 4.
4 sections, that's all. So basically it's not 8 sections.
And the left hand of 2 sections.
Right, this is, yeah. So technically it's just 4, so half, not even 8. And do you think you could have focused on 1 section a day and truly memorize it with 0 mistakes?
Yeah.
Absolutely, of course. You're in 5th grade already, right? So, and I would expect you to be able to do that. I don't even think you need 4 days for that. Not to say you had a whole week, or like 8 days between that, right? So it's just really lack of strategy. So because you kind of play that through, or I don't know what were you trying to do. I want you to understand that there's a shortcut and there's an easy way, or there's a way to make it easier for ourselves, where the quality also going to be better. So the day you understand that, you will see that your level is going to go up. Like, okay. So think what was your strategy, or the lack of strategy, but you do know what needs to be done. So I'm just trying to figure out what was your way. Were you trying to do 2 sections at a time, or did you keep on playing with looking, or you memorized it and you never kind of, because if you think you're the only one who is not always following the strategy, you'd be wrong. Okay, so everyone has their own thing. And I have students who would almost memorize it but didn't quite finish memorizing, so they didn't play those 7 times. They're moving on to the next one. That's why they end up making mistakes. There are some kids who choosing tempo that is way too fast. And they're playing that 1 section until what they think 7 times, no mistakes, but it's actually not that great because the tempo was too fast. The other common mistake is when they're not actually focusing on 1 section, but playing, let's say, 2, 3, 4, I'm not even sure how many sections. And of course, then we know for sure that there's going to be lots of mistakes. Another reason for some kids would be not keep, once they've played by memory, they feel like they're memorized, they don't check with looking, they don't play with looking. So it's also pretty common. So what do you think, what was your main mistake?
I don't think I played it enough times.
So you would kind of memorize it almost there, or and then you move on.
Yeah.
Okay, so just figure out this for yourself. Okay, because you don't really have to tell me. I mean, it's interesting to me just to see what is specifically for you that was not correct. Okay, because you're gonna move on, obviously, to the next page, right?
The whole thing?
I don't know. I would like you to memorize a lot. Okay, but again, if you don't have a strategy, that's going to be either difficult. Well, actually, this piece is not difficult to memorize, because if this would be something very difficult, then it's just not going to be possible to memorize too many sections at once, or if you choose the wrong tempo. Sometimes it could be a combination of incorrect things, right? So step